Okay, you guys, happy Wednesday. I mean, can you believe it's the end of January? I mean, it's really exciting. It's so much fun. Okay. So, I'm gonna just start right away, Marla, if you're available. I'm Marla is incredible, and she had an idea to start, like, our team is in massive momentum, and Marla wants to she has a passion for helping people, and so she has offered to start a group. I'm never going to tell somebody what to do, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the group that Marla is putting together to put all of my droppers into. Now, why am I going to do that? Because she's going to talk about food, she's going to talk about walking, she's going to talk about getting proper sleep, she's going to talk about water, and she is also going to teach us how to exercise. So she's going to have different, like, exercises and stuff that she is going to do in there, and I think there's a lot of value with that. So I'm super excited because I need to learn. I still
How
have
we
goals
doing, Doctor?
that I want to achieve. And so Marla, I'm going to let you share um, about, like, kind of your vision for the group, and then I think you've got it ready to go that you can put it in drops for the win, right?
Correct, correct,
Okay.
correct. Yeah. So, what I want to do, what I used to do with all of my clients when I had my gym, is I had a group, an accountability group. So, I kind of wanted to get that. I know I wanted to start it last year, but it was just so soon. I was so new. But what my vision is for this group is for us as brand partners and for our droppers, just to have a really safe, healthy community that we can all be in, where we'll talk nutrition, we'll talk workouts. Like my passion's always been, since I went through my big 70-pound weight loss journey and really got addicted to lifting, is teaching the correct forms, teaching correct exercise. I have a corrective exercise certification. I've been in the orthopedic field forever, and I see so many people doing it incorrectly. Now it's better for me to be there one on one, but we can do it through this group. Teaching, we have people going to teach like quick, healthy recipes. Like, we don't have to make nutrition difficult. We're going to have mindsets, because we all know in this group, like, getting healthy, getting on track, and with this business, mindset is everything. So, what is called is Drop In, Rise Up. We are going to open it up for brand partners this weekend.
Okay.
There will be questions. There will be questions that people have to answer, like who invited you. So make sure your customers know your full name, so we know, just so we can, like, recognize the name and let these people in. They're going to be asked what their top 2 to 3 goals are to get out of this group, and then they're also going to be asked what partner co products they are currently on. So, in order for you to invite them to this group, we of course want them on the drops. I don't want to say the drops are like the minute. If they're on other products and not the drops for whatever reason, that's fine. We just want them on partner co products. But I would like the drops to be an absolute minimum. We're going to leave it up to all the brand partners to make sure that the customers stay on the products. If you get into like 2 or 3 and you haven't heard from them, they have purchased new products, new drops, whatever, we're going to hope that you remove them from the group. My vision is to add so much value that this should cost like hundreds of dollars a month, but it's not going to. Whatever products they're on is fine as long as they stay on the products. We're going to have, I think that's it on that. We're going to have a kickoff call on Monday the 9th. I just got to get a time down. I know we have a ton of calls. The last thing I want is to add another call to the weekly schedule. So we're going to do one kickoff call, and then we'll probably do like one call a month, just to, hey, how are you? What questions do you have? This is the information for the month, that kind of thing. We're going to have daily themes like Motivation Monday. I'm so happy that the beautiful, wonderful Janine has volunteered to help us with our motivation, with our personal development, all that stuff. So we're going to have food prep. We're going to have a food prep day, kind of get ready for the weekend type day. What else? And then, oh, and we're going to do a live every week. Like we're going to preface it on Monday or Tuesday. We're going to go live about this subject on Thursday. Just in case somebody can't make it, drop your questions below so we can answer those questions. So I want to educate people. I want to get
Mhm.
people on the right track. This is not hard, but it does take work to get healthy, get in shape, lose weight, whatever it takes, hot flashes, whatever the people are here for. It takes the work. So I just want to make this a really valuable place for them to come.
Yeah, you
So
guys,
yeah,
this is incredible. What were you gonna say, Marla?
oh no, I can't. I don't have my glasses on since we're at the gym,
Oh,
so I can't read I can't read the comments.
oh, people are excited. We'll say that
Good,
people are
good, good, good,
excited.
good, good.
Saying it's so helpful. Thank you for doing this. This is wonderful. This is going to be so good. Everyone's excited. Everyone's pumped.
That's awesome. Yeah,
So,
there's six of us total that are going
okay.
to be contributing. And this isn't going to be. I don't want a bunch of added work onto us.
Mhm.
Um, I just want this to be. I want this to help and benefit what we're already doing, like make
Mhm.
our businesses better.
Yeah. So I have a question, Marla. Let's say I make my favorite soup, which I think I've sent it to you, that cozy autumn soup.
Yes, it's
Um,
so good.
let's say I make that soup. Can I would what if I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, this is how I make this soup. It's it's totally something that we can eat when we're taking, when we're trying to release the weight, right? Um, is that going to be okay that someone like me, even though I'm not going to be one of the people helping do all of the content creation for the group, would it be okay for me to share that recipe in there?
So yeah, so we want input from everybody.
Okay.
It will be so admins are going to be doing the posting, and it's not going to be 12 posts today. There most likely one post every morning. There'll be one post. There
Okay.
might be an additional live during the day. But if you want to post something, we have to approve it
Great.
because I don't want it to get out of control with, like I
I
said, a bunch of posts.
Yes.
But I do want everybody to be out of it. If you've got a recipe, if you've got a motivation book, a podcast, like anything, I want
Great.
everybody to feel like they are comfortable to contribute. I don't want it getting out of control like some of the other groups with, people are scrolling through 7 posts for one day
Yes.
to find what they're looking for.
Right, right. So, what I love here, you guys, is that this is going to be a place where we all, like, every single person on our team has a lot that they can bring and share. And this is a great place where I feel like we really can help people, like Millie's had just a huge transformation with walking, so like, she's a great person that would be someone who would share, like, let's say she sees a post, like as I see them, of certain doctors that love when people are walking and being consistent with that, like that's something that she could take a screenshot and share it. I'm just using Millie as an example. That she could share it in there, and then it would just be approved by the admin of that group. So I am super grateful for you, Marla, for heading this up. I
Yeah.
know it is your passion to help others to get healthier, and you inspire me. I need to do more. I need to lift more weights. So I know
Can
it's
I
gonna
chime in
help.
here?
Yes, Stacy, please.
Please.
Marla, we're so excited. Thank you for
Thank you.
spearheading
No,
this.
you're welcome.
So I do have a question. So I'm really excited to have us all invite our customers on there, but can you share what this group is not for? Like, what are the nots, what we're not supposed to do in this group? Because I know there's going to be inspiration, tips, ideas, but I'm wondering if people should not be posting questions about the drops, for example? Or I'm just wondering if we've thought that part through at all.
So, so I top off with I don't want is the drama, the negativity, that kind of stuff. I don't want people dropping their customers in and just ghosting them, like leaving it up to us. They can ask like questions. What I would like is for you as a brand partner, like Stacy, if you put somebody in, I would hope that you will be active in the group and that you will be paying attention to your clients and stuff, of course, and helping it just like, just staying in touch with your clients. As for like, they'll only be able to ask questions on a post. So if they want to ask about drops, if they want to ask about products, I think all that's fine. Um, anything else, what it's not for, it's not for selling, it's not for anything other than partner co.
Right.
You know,
So I have Lisa has a question.
Just a
So
quick
Lisa,
one.
ask your question, and then I'm going to ask a question too.
Okay, just a quick question. Would it be something that would be appropriate to just say on the page where it kind of says what the page is about, the description to say, you are invited to this group as a client of your brand partner. If you have any specific questions about your journey where you want your personal help, please go back to the person that put you on this group, and they want to help you. Because what I can see happening is a lot of things getting out of control, and I think there won't be drama if we kind of say that right from the beginning, so that we can all have accountability for our own people, and that they're not just constantly posting stuff on there and you're having to answer 50 questions. You just never know,
right.
it gets huge. So I was just thinking maybe that could be on the description, because that helps when people understand what it's not.
Right. No, we'll put that in. There's a whole description that's already done and in there.
You could
But I could definitely add that.
you could put that in the questions, like how people have to check off the group rules.
Yes.
And you could just put in there, I acknowledge that if I have specific questions about the drops, if I hit a plateau, if I any of those things that, like you said, can bring down the energy of a group, that those questions are to be asked directly to my brand partner.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
And then that way, because then it does then it takes off of the work. Even sifting through those questions in the waiting to be approved is time for the admin. And so I love this though. I'm excited about it. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. I'm
Would you
excited.
say so I have a question. So any dropper, will there be guidance on like a new dropper, new to their journey? This is the place for them to come and get dialed in on their food, that sort of thing. Like, is that kind of how you want it to be serving people?
I want it for new droppers to get started. Like I'll make sure all
Yeah.
the recipe books are in there, all the things. But I also want it for like, if you've been on the drops for 3 months and you're thinking about getting off of them because you've hit a plateau, I want,
Right.
that person in there too, like plateau busters, what to do if this. So any levels, the fitness will start out kind of geared toward more new people or somebody who needs to like for me, I wouldn't get in a group that's about workouts. Unless I'm like looking to find other people to get on the drops. But just on that aspect, we're gonna go down to the basics. So, but as you could be somebody who's been on the drops for 2 years, if they want just added accountability, different ideas, like that's my goal is then why we have like 6 people, just different ideas getting thrown in that maybe I wouldn't think of or you wouldn't think of.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm so excited about
absolutely.
this. So what we're gonna do, when Marla rolls this out, she's gonna post about it on Drops for the Win. Okay, so then you can opt into the group, answer all the questions, and agree to the rules of the group. And then like she said, the official launch is
The
we can
9th,
officially
February
start
9th.
inviting people on the 9th. Is that right, Marla?
Yeah, that's correct. And
Okay.
I'll put the names of the admins in. And what I would also like to before when I started this, like I got bombarded with with crazy messages like, does it have to be 200 PV? Does it have to be like the rules are the rules? It's at least the drops. I don't want everybody getting bombarded with crazy questions. Just put your questions in that and we'll all answer them.
Right.
So I just want to overwhelm everybody.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. And then the goal of this is to be ongoing. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right.
Correct. That's why I'm taking it away from kind of like a challenge.
Yes.
We talked about throwing like weekly, like once a month we'll have like a week challenge of different stuff. But then we'll have this like ongoing, because my hope is to get the droppers to stay on the products for longer.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have this this valuable place, then maybe they'll just stay on the products longer.
Okay, great. Okay, so I have another question. It's like questions with Anne. So my next question is, are you going to, because I think these are questions people are going to have, are you going to highlight or have people come on to highlight other, like just one other product at a time? So like MOA, like for example, for someone who works out or has chronic pain or whatever.
Yeah, we're absolutely going to be highlighting different products
Okay.
and, either having like, I'd love to have you come in and talk about, you're like the guru of products. Bring people like in for interviews and then just kind of gear like what I was thinking is like the MOA has helped me so much with inflammation of my joints.
Yeah.
And talk about it like as I'm talking about the workout, talk about the MOA.
Mm-hmm.
As we're talking about food prep meal, like quick, easy meal ideas, we'll talk about the Pure Nourish and the Power Boost. But we'll definitely be dropping the other products in as we go through each week.
Okay, great. Okay, so I do have an idea, Marla, and so I apologize if you're like, Anne, we'll talk
No,
about
you're
it
fine.
later. That's fine. But I will say this. So I would say this is my thought. Okay. So I can field the questions or the comments or whatever. But if someone has had a huge, like if they've like had, oh my gosh, the Renew was like a game changer and I started sleeping again, which I think that's happened for a lot of us, or something like that, like that they could, I don't know, like I'm just trying to think like
I would love to have somebody come in and talk about that. Like if
right.
they've had a huge transformation, we'll do like an interview where they could
Okay.
talk about it.
Yes. And then what we can do as brand partners, like, so let's say Lisa Danks gets interviewed and then, with Marla about a certain product, then let's say we all are like, oh my gosh, this is what the product did for me. We can go and make comments that are authentic. Again, this isn't like a boosting, like we're not trying to boot, but it's an authentic comment about what that product did for us. The reason why I think this is really powerful is that it really is it's going to build community within our team. It's going to build community with our droppers, and for them to see like, wow, these people really do use these other products and they really have made a huge difference. And like, again, I feel like, again, I'm not going to make any medical claims, but I could share what's happened with my lab work, right? Like that's something I can share, and these are the products that I use, and I feel like that's really powerful because it's just that additional exposure. And so I think this is a really great opportunity. So again, thank you, Marla, and to all the people who have offered to help you. Thank you. Let us know, like, let me know what I can do to help. And what I just want you guys to be encouraged with is that just this right here, I think is going to be really powerful for our team. Our team's in really awesome momentum. And so I'm just super excited about this. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I make a suggestion that
please.
I'm also willing to help with?
Yes.
What would be really cool is if we could, in the process of sharing other products,
Yes.
What we could do is we could have some support videos that show people how to create a subscription, how to um like how to do those, like how to actually go and get the product.
Yep.
So if you'd like help with that, Marla, I'd be happy to help you with that.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we'll chat.
also one other question that I have for you is, or a question I would suppose, how do you, in terms of our team, one of the things that I see as an admin on our team Facebook group is that we have other people, brand partners adding people from other teams.
Yeah.
And so, which we don't approve those people, by the way, guys, if we know who they are, like I don't think they need to be in our group right now, but whatever. So how do you want us to approach that? If another team finds out that we have this group, are we okay with anybody being in there? Just because you know how things come up in conversation. How do you want
Right.
us to approach that in terms of, keeping it small for the first 90 days so you know how it goes, just so it's not
Right.
unmanageable? Because I look at Circle of
Right.
Health now,
That's
and
crazy.
poor Crystal Vance is like, oh, so I don't want this to become a full-time job for you. So how do you
Right.
want us to protect the group in that regard?
Yeah, it's definitely from and down.
Okay.
Like no, sidelines, and not for any other reason but that I don't want it to get unmanageable. Maybe down the line if we get it
Sure.
so dialed in that it's just
Yeah.
running itself, then, I would just, and hey, this is Marla's first go. We want to make it just so great. We're just keeping it to small, not that Anne's team is small by any means, but just to
Yeah.
us for right now. And
Okay.
and to keep the,
Yeah.
just to keep just
Boundaries.
us.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
I
Yes,
can I
No.
give a
definite
quick
boundaries.
suggestion with this? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Please.
I'm one of the admins for the group too, so I thought I would just throw this in. I think it would be wise if we make the like who is your sponsor, who invited you? Let's just make it Anne's name for everybody. Because I think that would eliminate like the other teams and trying to keep it straight, because then the people being invited into the group have to get Anne's name from us in order to answer the questions
Oh, that's a
properly.
good idea. Mm-hmm.
Okay, just a thought.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Or a
Yeah.
password, something, a password even,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The code word.
The code word.
Word.
That code word. Yeah,
It's
no,
a secret code
I think
word.
that's great. I think that's a great idea. So we'll have all of that. Jessica, you and Marla can figure that out, like however you guys want to do that. And then that being said as well, with drops for the win, I do want to keep it just our team. And the reason for that is that I really want us to get to know one another and be able to support one another. And so I know we have at least one person in there that is not on our team. I'm okay with it, but with that person, but I just want to keep it where it's our team so that we don't get people adding other people, right? Okay. So that being said, we are in massive momentum. Congratulations to all of you. I mean, shout out to Melanie Barkley and Ann Forrester for their recent promotions. You guys, we are in, and so many of you, I'm not even going to go through it because we have so many. So what I want you to know is we are working on some things that we are going to try to roll out. So one of them, for example, is like the follow-up script, right? Like when Marla's group launches, we're going to have that group in there for the follow-up script. So chances are we could be creating our own board. Again, I'm not again, all of this will come, but what we recognize is that since we're starting this, we're going to have to tweak some things. And this is what I want you to hear. I love Team Unstoppable board. I love that board. So does Stacy. So does Laura. So does Billy. So does Millie. Why do we love it? Is because when we started here, the number one thing that Todd Rowland said and that we listened to was don't reinvent anything. follow the system. You're going to hear, if you're going to Destin, you're going to hear Stacy Woodford talk about that and Laura talk about that. Um, so we want to use the text scripts. We want to do the first 30 days as a marketing campaign that was created for a specific purpose, and that is to sell those 30 boxes of drops so that someone gets to ultimate. That's the purpose of that, and to create FOMO so people actually purchase. So we want to make sure that we use that. And Billy, I'm gonna you guys, you have your hand raised, so I'm gonna call on you just a second. We want to make sure that we are teaching and training this. Okay, so Billy, I'm gonna let you talk because and
I just want to edify what you're saying, and for, because there's lots of new people on our team, to just comment that I was reluctant for 6 months to post that first board of the market, to post. We're going to call it the marketing campaign. Okay. Let's call it that, to post the marketing campaign of the first 28 days, because I thought I was too good for that on my social media. Like, I'm calling myself out right now. And but I'm gonna share with you that why I did that. Number one, I had to get over myself, get over my ego online, because what people need to see, people are watching, right? And if they see that you post that and your friend posts that, guess what they see? They see a system. And so even though you're like, here's the thing, I didn't need that to sell 30 boxes of drops. I didn't use that to sell my first 30 boxes of drops, but my team needed to see me do it. And so, also, the other thing that I see happening a lot for those that aren't following it, within their first week, they're telling people what the product is. And oh, it's these drops, and they're posting pictures of it, and there's no curiosity. And then guess what happens? Your friends and family, because this is happening. And so your friends and family go to Google search, they Google search it, they click it, and they buy from some guy who's running ads on Perfect Nutrition, and you lose the sale. And so, it's there for a reason, to design that curiosity, to get your Facebook algorithm going, but with Facebook seeing people messaging you, seeing the comments. So I just want to, I just can't stress enough that importance of that. For number one, if our team says, well, what did you do? I bought a 30 pack and I posted these posts. I bought a 30 pack. I posted these posts because the people that I see using that posting plan are the ones going like this. So I just wanted to comment on that, and call myself out that I had to get over myself. Ask Ann and Stacy. I was like, these girls are crazy. But in the fall of 2024, I was like, but then I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to do it, because every day I get on that IPA, I see people posting these posts, and I see Brent Palmer do it every like 90 days. He posts those posts again. So I just want to encourage you to just rip the Band-Aid off and just post those posts and see what happens.
Yeah, and um,
I'll chime
I'm
in
gonna
here
have,
too.
yes, I want Stacy to chime in. This is what I also want to say. That's why you want to be in professional mode. Schedule the posts, because it actually will help you to actually get it done, and you won't be as like, oh my gosh, like, So Stacy, go ahead.
Okay, so about the post. Guys, this is actually what started all of this here, is us doing the post. Okay. We kind of like played partner co and didn't really do this, but we were like, what's this all about? But there's no way I'll ever do these posts. Like, that's really how it was. These drops are awesome. Maybe I'll do a post every once in a while. I don't know. I just, let's kind of look into this partner co thing. But it was not until we went to PXP and realized that we needed to lay our egos down, because the system of growth actually works. And what do we want? We want a system that works, that duplicates, that anybody can do, and it's just copy paste. So if you have not started it, I'm telling you, that's when everything changed for us, is
Yeah.
when we came back from PXP and said, all right, okay, it works. We're going to do it. Next thing you know, the business completely takes off. And so it levels the playing field. No matter how much experience you have in network marketing or not, or how good you are at social media, just copy and paste it and teach your team to do the same.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this. Some of you are going to be like, I'm not doing that. And this is what I'm going to tell you. You can do whatever you want. There's free will. You can do what you want. But what I will tell you is what we experienced and what I have experienced is the difference with that posting with the 30 days and following that. So again, you can do you, but I'm never going to tell somebody that they have to do something, but if you want what has created this momentum, if you want that for you, then I would encourage you to just do it. And then make sure you're doing your lives. Make sure you're posting reels of your kids and your dogs and your cooking and all the things that you normally do in your life so that people know that it's you, right? Lisa Danks, I'd love to hear from you. And then Laura, I saw that you unmuted. I want you to share next.
I just wanted to say, I know I've had conversations with both of you on this, and one of the most, I think, beautiful things about Partner Co. is that this is for everybody, the forgotten, people that haven't been successful in this industry before. It attracts people from every walk of life. And we all have this idea of who we are on social media, our brand, our image, our who, how what we show. And I encourage you to continue showing that. Like if you like beautiful posts and elegant things, continue to post those, but still post those 2 ads a day, sandwich it so that people see you separate, then they see Partner Co. Say see you different than they see your business. We don't become Partner Co. We stay who we are. People join us. They don't join Partner Co. So if we
It's true. I've
become
already
all
done lateral raises.
one brand of, all Lisa Danks becomes Partner Co. Guess what? People start blocking you. They start snoozing you. They start not really interested because you're not interesting. So I just want to encourage you because I think what Stacy and Ann have done, along with Billy and Millie and everybody that's been here, when nobody else had the guts to do this, we were all scared to death of the posting. That's probably why it took us so long to say yes. But what a true testimony in the sustainability of what we're doing because I can bring somebody in that doesn't have a network of people with a lot of following, and they can do this and attract new eyeballs. So I just feel like if you're not shocking people with these posts, you're not getting enough traction. And that's probably why your elegant posts aren't picking those up and selling boxes for you. So I don't know, it's just some food for thought and
Yep.
continue to be your goofy, silly, whatever your brand is, but sandwich it with the ads.
Yeah. Laura, I
Hey,
love,
yeah,
thank you, Lisa. Laura.
yeah. First of all, I just want to thank Marla. Like, I am so excited about being able to have a community that fits what the droppers need. Like, I'm just super excited. And if I could ever do anything, let me know. But this is not my forte, but I'm happy to go in there anytime to do a live. But the other thing I just wanted to comment real quick is, you guys, I am exactly the person they're talking about. I did not do the first 30 days of posts. I felt like it was not me, right? And all the things, all the excuses we have. And what's interesting is I did it twice already. Okay, so I went back, I realized, okay, I got to do this. I have to do it exactly like it's supposed to. And what's so interesting about that, as soon as I do it, and I did this in December, you guys, actually, when we started having a lull, I started over and I did this in December. And I had to repurchase my 30 pack very quickly after I did that both times. So it works. It works what they put together. And I love what you guys have been saying, the marketing plan. I think we need to be sharing it with our new business partners. That is a marketing plan. And it's not posting, it's a marketing plan. And you still need to be yourself on your page and show up. So thanks, you guys.
Oh my gosh, thank you. And absolutely. And that's the thing for me too. Like the times that I have I'm going to start it again. The times that I have started doing it again, I get like a whole new group of new droppers. And so I love this. Tori, I see your hand is up.
Okay, I'll even go on Cameron. Okay, so, and I think Laura is probably more so than I am, but I just wanted to say this. When Anne talked about doing this business, I was one of the first people Anne signed up, and she's like, we didn't know what we were doing, so we just kind of did whatever, and I wasn't seeing any traction. And I decided to go in and just like start my private practice in dietetics and nutrition. And then Anne starts taking off and she becomes a senior officer. And I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm doing this posting twice a day. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. What else can you do? And Anne knows me well enough to know that I'm kind of stubborn and I like to try to reinvent the wheel like 50 million times before I actually fall into doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I think it's really interesting. There was a friend of mine that actually said to me, you know, if somebody's going to say something about you posting twice a day, she literally said this to me, then they have too much time on their hands. I mean, I would just do it. And that helped me so much um, to step out and do it. I had just started a private practice. I thought it was going to be kind of spammy, me doing this, posting twice a day with other people's pictures and other people doing other things besides working with me. And I just went ahead and did it. And of course, you know, then I started selling drops like crazy and so on and so forth. Well, fast forward 6 months from that time, and I asked that same girl to do be a host to post. And she literally posted her first post with me without the picture. And she's got a great Instagram, but she doesn't really have a big Facebook. She's not really into Facebook. And and I'm like, hey, would you mind next time posting the picture with it? Because it would help, you know, it makes a big difference. And she goes, I just feel like this whole thing is spammy. So you guys, people are going to say weird things to you because they don't understand this marketing strategy. And you're going to feel really weird and awkward doing it. But I'm going to tell you this, it's the difference maker. And what I love about this particular business and how we do it, nobody's doing what we're doing. Nobody's doing what we're doing, and nobody's making it work the way this is working. And you can say what you want to about whatever, but people, I mean, if you open up your Facebook, you're going to see so many different ads come up over and over and over again. You don't think twice about it. And you guys, I'm just going to say this, we need to be sharing this because we need to help make America healthy again because we are so off target helping people stay healthy, get healthy and stay healthy. And these products, especially our drops and how we do our drops with our eating program, you guys, there's no better program. There's no better thing out there. I know that. I've been doing this for 32 years. And you guys, seriously, nobody knows how important it is to be healthy and get healthy and stay healthy. And these drops do all of that. So I know I was all over the place, but I just felt like that was important.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tori. I know it's just amazing. So I'm super grateful. So the next thing I just want to touch on is, and then we can wrap it up. Is that our team, as you know, our team is in awesome momentum. And one of the things that's really important, and Todd talks about this, Susan Frank talks about this, and that is, you know, training people. And I mean, and so what I want to encourage you with is that when you have a new brand partner come in, and they get started, whether it's with a 4-pack or a 10-pack or a 30-pack, and they want to do this as a business and they want to make reoccurring income, I really want to encourage you to kind of think about it like this. When you sign them up and you make that new volume bonus, part of that bonus is your payment, your responsibility to teach and train that person to sell those drops, so that those drops within the first 30 days, whether it's a 30-pack or whatever, like that they're sold Like they're gone. And so I really want you to, again, because we have I mean, I don't know if you guys saw my post yesterday, but we've had huge momentum. And just, so we had like over 625 new brand partners. That's when I looked yesterday, in the last 4 weeks, and 421 just in the last week. That's our whole team. You guys are absolutely incredible. And so I want us to be really, like, I'm really excited about Marla's group because I think it's going to be a really great place for us to add people for our community that we're creating, right? And then what I really want for our team, though, as leaders, as we're all wanting to build a business, is to be really intentional to teach and train our teams on how to do this as a business. And with the posting, with the follow-up, with helping them sell the drops, and helping their, this is the other thing. And I think we should, next time, I know we're going to talk about it in Destin, but like Stacy and Lara are so great. And they're on my screen right here. So is Billy. They're all really great at like following up with their customers and helping them have success on the drops. I know there's a lot of other people that are having success with that too. They're just right here on my screen. And so that's one of the things that, that's part of the system as well, right? So I just really want to encourage you, when you are getting that new person and they're joining you, to help them, to help make sure that they're selling the drops. If they're not selling the drops and they're following the system, then we have to look at what's going on. Like we have to, does that make sense? We have to like go, okay, they're not selling the drops. What's going on? Maybe they don't have a very large Facebook following. Maybe they're not doing the boosting in the Telegram, right? There's a lot of different components. Stacy, I would love for you to chime in because you have had so much success with your follow-up. I'd love for you to chime in on that, if you can.
Sure. So I know we're going to go into this in Destin more, but I think the key to the follow-up starts in the beginning with laying the showing that you care, right? Thanking them. Is that what you mean, Anne? Like, how do I
Yeah,
do the
just like
follow-up? Yeah.
some basic things that you do, Stacy,
Hmm.
because you really are very, very good at it. Like you are great at follow-up and conversion, and you've taught your team really well.
Thanks, Anne. So, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do this, but as soon as I sell a box of drops, I thank them, right? I thank them very much and I ask them what their health goals are. Now, it is great if you can get on the phone and talk to them because this really connects you to your customer. But you want to know what their health goals are. And then as soon as I know what the health goals are, then I let them know, hey, you definitely want to use the drops for a minimum of 90 to 120 days. So I'm literally laying the foundation right from the beginning that I care about them and here's what to expect. This does take time. Then I will send the after purchase instructions. So I kind of want to start the conversation first. And then I tell them I'm going to send you some resources, and that's the after purchase instructions. And then I end with let me know when you get the drops. And so most of the time people do reach out to me and tell me I got the drops. I'm ready. But even so, put their name in your calendar like a week from now if you're shipping it to them to remind yourself to follow up with them. And then I just check in with them and you ready to get started and I just really love on them and I check in with them every few days probably in the beginning the first week or two and as soon as I see a win I make a really big deal about it like it doesn't matter what it is I'm like really cheering them on and so happy for them because those are wins already, no matter what it is, whether it's energy, whether they're sleeping better. And, those are all just a really big deal. And we want people, this is not just about weight loss. So when you cheer on your customer and make them feel loved and supported, I think that's really key. It is key to then converting them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, I know that you guys, I don't know if anyone else wants to share like tips. I know Laura I mean, everybody has great, but if you have, I would love just to, we have a few minutes. If anyone wants to share like things that they do in addition to that when they are selling drops, again, keeping it simple. Um, Lisa, IPA, do you mean get on the IPA call? No?
No, no, I was saying like an IPA, like what's working, like what's bringing in money, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yes,
Hey,
if anyone has an IPA, please share.
I don't have an IPA, but I have an IPA idea, and I'm willing to kind of spearhead this. I'm going to throw it out to you guys. So while we were talking about the posts and whatnot, I had an idea because February is coming up. There's 28 days in February. And I know you all going to Destin, you're going to have your plates full with being there. And so, my question or my challenge or my idea is whoever wants to, we put this out to the whole team, but we do marketing plan February, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, that's not a fancy name. But anyone who wants to commit to reposting those first 28-day posts, we start in Feb. We can start on February 1st, whatever, if somebody is on late. But my idea is that we have a new boosting group, and only posts that are of the new marketing plan are posted in that group. And my thought process, and this is a highly committed group to posting and boosting on time, 9 and 3 Eastern, so that we could really lock in new people who are joining our team. Like Anne, how many people did you say just joined? We
Um,
want
yeah, a lot.
we want those new, like I have brand partners that message me. They're like, oh, I didn't get any comments. And we all know that happens. But we definitely don't want it happening to people in their first month. And so what this group would be, it would be a new boosting group. It would be for the first 28 days only of the SOG. So whenever somebody is doing those posts, they would go in there. We know what the posts are, right? And it would just be on our system, like don't post in there. But it would be a place where we could add new brand partners. We've all got new people starting, and we want them to hit the ground running. So it would be basically commit to posting the 28 days, like the marketing plan. I think that I love that name because that differentiates that from the marketing plan. And we have a boosting group exclusively for that. And if you don't have time to post to boost, you don't put your post in that. That's the only rule. And it's got to be from the marketing plan.
Yeah,
Would you guys be open to that?
yeah. I think it's a great idea. So we could call it like the boosting group could be like marketing plan boost or something or
Yeah, well, I'll come up with a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come up with a name and I will communicate more in the I'll communicate it out to the in the senior officer chat, but
Yeah.
then we'll come up with a firm thing and we'll get it going so people have time this week to get their post scheduled.
Scheduled. Yes,
And
because we need them like we want them scheduled on um
like coming like
first is Monday is when Sunday. That's
yeah.
February 1st.
Yeah. And so, and I think what we could do is we could keep this boosting group going for new people. And that way new people get that really down pat of, getting in there. And the only posts that are boosted in there are from the marketing plan. And people get in there with the commitment of posting and boosting on time.
Okay, so question for you with that. So like let's say you sign someone up next Wednesday and you start them. Even though they're starting next Wednesday, we can add them to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as they're doing it from the
The marketing plan.
marketing plan, and the marketing plan. And this is the other deal, the marketing plan and in order. That's
Yes.
key. You can't cherry pick, because
Yes.
Stacy and I've done that, right, Stacy? We cherry
Yeah.
picked.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Guilty.
Didn't work. I mean, guilty as charged. Did not work. But I'm going to tell you what, Stacy, we started doing we started doing it in order, right? After we went to Destin to Orlando in the end of September 2024, you promoted to officer that week, correct?
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
And so you guys, she went officer that week. I went officer the next week. Another win here. It doesn't matter if someone passes you with your title. It doesn't hurt you in pay, and it does not hurt you. It doesn't hurt you with you being able to promote. So that's an incredible win with this compensation plan. Then Stacy promoted to senior officer when she was moving, and it was her birthday, and her daughter was graduating from high school, right, Stacy? At the beginning.
Yeah, all in 1 week. I was moving.
Beginning of May.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then just a few, like, I don't know, it was maybe like, I don't even think it was 6 weeks. Like 6 weeks later, she went president. Then like, I don't know, a month later, not even a month later, she went CEO. It was probably like a few weeks later. And then she went chairperson 1 over Black Friday. And so why do I share that? The key was that we plugged in to doing this marketing campaign, and then we taught people to do the same thing. And then the other thing is that we did plug into the IPA every Monday through Friday like it was our job.
Yeah.
And Billy started doing that. Billy would kind of like pick and choose, and Millie did too. Like when they would be on that. And then when Janine, I'm going to share this. I don't think Janine's on here right now, but when Janine and Cindy Sickles started, I told them, they started, it was like a year ago at the end of, like, maybe it was like the beginning of March. I said to them, because they wanted the results that Stacy and I were having, okay? And I said, if you want the results that we're having, you have to do the marketing campaign. And both of them said, done. And Janine's business took off. Cindy had a whole bunch of life going on. She moved, she got married. I mean, all these things happened. but like, I look at that, and then I look at like what happened just with that. Again, I'm never going to tell someone you have to do this. Okay. I want you to hear me on that. But when you tell me you want what I have and what I've achieved, I'm going to tell you, I did it this way and it didn't work. And we did it. And then we went to PXP and we did it this way and it did work. And so that's what I want you to hear. And what we want, what I feel like what Partner Co wants is we want everyone to thrive. We want everyone to soar. We want everyone to get unlocked with their leadership and to achieve things that they've never achieved before, and like to be able to serve and love on a level that they never have, because when our needs are taken care of, when Ann Wandition's needs are taken care of financially, it's a completely different Ann. And I think that's the case for most people, because that stress is not there for the financial, and we're able to literally live in abundance and have that outpouring and speak that abundance and live that abundance and speak life and love and hope over people. And it really changes how we interact with others and how we're able to focus on that really higher level of service, which I really believe that if you want what Stacey Woodford has achieved, you've got to serve at the level that Stacey Woodford has served. Okay? And so I want you guys um to be encouraged that we're just getting started. We are like, this is just the beginning of Partner Co. This is just the beginning. But the beauty is that we have a system, we have a viral product, we have a compensation plan that pays out up to 51%. We have an opportunity to buy our viral product in bulk in the United States and in Canada and to make a great return on investment. We have a marketing plan, a marketing campaign that's already done for us. And we have great leadership. And so we have all of the things that we need. Our job is to plug in and to just love. And love and love and love and forgive and love and love and love. I mean, that's it. That's our job. So I don't know if anyone else wants to, like, Stacey, if you want to share anything else, or Laura, Billy.
I just want to ask everybody, just as a follow-up to this, so I can get this off the ground. Can you do me a favor? Send me a message on Facebook. Tell me I followed the marketing plan in my first 30 days. These were my results. I would love to have that. And then what I will work on putting together, so we don't take up any more time on this call, but just so you guys know, in the next 4 or 5 days, I will work on putting together a call, a training. People can, if we can get it to work live, we will. But what I want to do is find some of those testimonials of people who had great results using the marketing plan, and we'll get them to share their stories on that call. But what we're also going to do is we're going to we'll teach people how to do it right. We'll go through step by step, take some time, and teach people this is how you do it. You're going to comment on 6 posts. Actually, in this group, I think you guys tell me, I think it should be just 12 posts in this group. That's where we focus our time. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. You guys, I think we're going to actually make some serious waves doing this, and truly show people this system, but also, like, we think that like the team has exploded this month. Watch what's going to happen next month when people start making some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, Stacey, anything else that you or Laura would like to share?
I think that was great. Thanks for sharing all this today, Anne. We appreciate you and all that you do for us and how much you help all of us. And I just love you guys. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you, and excited to see more and more people winning and reaching their goals in 2026.
Yes, Laura. Thank you, Stacey. I love you. Thank you, Laura.
I'm just going to ditto everything that Stacey just said, and love all of you. I'm so excited to be on this journey with all of you, and there's nothing stopping us. So
that's right.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, you guys, it's the top of the hour. Have an awesome day. We have a drop talk tonight, me and Billy. It's the Ann and Billy show tonight. So join us. It's for US and Canada. Join us 7 Central. And we'd love to have you on. Bring your people who are interested. We'll do the presentation. Last time I think we did it in like 25 minutes. Then we turn off the recording and we open it up for questions. And what I found is that, like, I'm going to keep doing that format for as long as possible. And the reason is that we've gotten feedback that people have, like, literally gotten off of that and gone and signed up. That's what we want.
With their 30 pack.
With their 30 pack. And so if you're able to be on, even if you don't have a guest, get on so you can share, because we ask you to share your, like, your testimonial with the drops, your testimonial with the business in the chat. And it's really, it's very effective. People watch the chat. So I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Super excited. It's going to be awesome. Thank you. Everyone who shared. I appreciate you.
Thanks, everybody.